Hey guys, how are you? I am wanting to show you this technique of building light with your white charcoal pencil and thinking building upon also the idea of cross contour and cross hatching that we worked on with black ink over the week. So I'm looking at this piece of this bulb of garlic and very interested in the way that cross contour is sort of embedded into the object itself. If you look at the skin of the object and the basic structure of it, it takes you around the object, giving you a great sense of its structure. And so it's a wonderful object to be able to draw with the cross contour method. It's also white. And so building a white object in light and shadow with white is going to be a great way to begin getting used to this building with light. So I've gone ahead and started to draw here so that you can see where this bulb of garlic developed out of this technique, and this is sort of an in progress. Here I'll just show you what I'd like you to do in terms of building with that interior contour line. So you're building the way that you did when you were doing blind and sighted contour, but then moving to the interior of your subject, just getting used to moving around the object, feeling the form of it, very loosely holding your pencil and putting almost no pressure on it at all, and guiding it around the page. I'm working from this sort of central part out, and that's really helping me to already kind of get a sense of what's going on with the object. The next phase would be here, where you will specifically start to go in and build your cross contour lines, building up light. Sometimes you might press very lightly where you want to show that contour and build the form, and sometimes you'll go a little more heavily, and you can go as many times as you want, building around the object until you start to get something like this. And then you can, if you want to, begin to see about pulling in the lightest light that there is. But I'd really like you to try to develop the form purely through hatching for the most part. There's going to be a temptation to shade areas, and you can certainly go in after and get those lightest highlights and really fill them in. But I'd love to see you utilizing the structural concept of cross contour to build these. I've also indicated a bit of the light and shadow in this drawing, and you can do that as well by either shaping out the shape of the shadow that you see first and then working around it. You're going to use straight line for hatching here to show those shapes of light and shadow. Okay. So this is part one. I'd love for you to take one of your pieces of Canson paper and use it to do several studies of the same object. Again, I love the garlic bulb, and if we were in class, I'd have brought in a bunch of garlic for you guys to draw. But you could go find, or if you have a simple object that is a light colored object and very simple, you could start with something like this too. For more advanced students, you'll want to take on something a bit more complex. You could do 3 studies of 3 different things. You know, you could use something that does have color but has lightness against the dark, like a lemon would work. And again, something with curves so you can really practice that cross contour method. A light bulb would work. You know, something complex, like I have this little sculpture I did a long time ago, could could work as well. But you might want to start off with something a little simpler. But if you feel like you want to go with something that you can find the cross contour of, but that's quite complex, go for it. The next part of the project will be a little bit more free in your subject, and I'll explain that as we go. Alrighty.